Nathan, you look crazy right now.
Thanks to everyone who tuned in to the Drawfee Variety Hour. Remember to show some love for your favorite fake local station with Drawfee Public Broadcast shirts and stickers. Pride merch is only available in June, and all profits from these items will be donated to the Stonewall Community Foundation. So support viewers like you, and grab yours before it's too late. Now back to your regularly scheduled programming.
Welcome to Drawfee, where we take dumb ideas.
Make even dumber drawings.
I'm Nathan.
I'm Karina.
I'm Jacob.
And I'm Julia.
Wow. Today, we got a real special suggestion, don't we?
We just do Nathan's.
Nathan had a little couple shots before starting the recording today.
We're bringing our best energy for our favorite viewer.
Yeah.
Karina's dad.
It's my dad.
It's Karina's dad.
Sorry to the rest of you, but you didn't help bring me into the earth unless you're my mom.
That's true.
Anyway, my dad suggested that, you know how when like a character, like the second a character enters the public domain,
Oh, yeah.
they make like a horror movie starring them?
Yeah, like that Winnie the Pooh movie.
Yeah, like the Winnie the Pooh movie
Yeah.
and literally every other
Yeah.
like movie of that genre.
Yeah.
I think there's a Steamboat Willie one now. So cool.
Yeah.
Very sick.
Really respectful to the original source material.
Those who came before you.
Yeah.
He said that we should predict all the next ones. Because apparently, I think maybe we did that in the past. Was there a Bambi one?
Nathan did
Bambi,
yes.
Yeah.
We did like a Disney Disney heroes as villains. And
Yeah.
I drew Vengeful Bambi.
Yeah.
Which...
I just looked it up and there is Bambi the Reckoning.
Yeah, and then they
clearly
they're fans of Drawfee, and I want my cut.
Yeah.
Money, please.
My
But
lawyers will be
yeah.
in touch.
So my dad said that we should just start predicting all of them.
Yeah.
So we've looked
I
up
love
characters that are going to be entering the public domain in our lifetime,
Mm-hmm.
by which I mean I looked it up and
Yeah.
sourced this from random Reddit comments that
Mhm.
may not be correct. I don't know. You want me to look? Fuck you. So we're doing that. Because my dad asked.
Thanks, Karina's dad.
Well,
Thank
it
you,
was
Karina's
also a good
dad.
idea.
It was a good idea.
Yeah, sure.
We liked it immediately.
Yeah.
Karina's dad.
You understand, sometimes we get pitched ideas from friends that are like, hey, have you seen this?
Have you drawn the bear on Drawfee?
Yeah, you should draw the bear.
We did draw the bear.
And we
Yeah.
did do it. And,
Yeah, we did.
and was it good?
Well, we added our own special chefs today. We've presented you with our own bespoke artisanal take on the bear,
Mm-hmm.
a deconstruction of the bear.
Jacob, I accidentally looked at your phone screen.
Yeah, and so you know what I'm going at with this.
I do.
Mr. Peanut.
Do you know who this is, Nathan?
Do I know who this is?
Do you know who this
This
is?
is a like a baby Naruto running.
Why
Toddlers run.
do they have legs?
They okay, so this is Casper the Friendly Ghost.
Oh, he's not
he
so
have
friendly
legs?
anymore.
The unfriendly
I
ghost.
just thought it would be funny if they're just like, now he's not friendly.
Yeah, now he's mean as fuck.
This dude fucking sucks. He's an asshole.
He's about to curse you out on the bus.
That's the horror angle. It's not that he's not like a murderer. He's just
Yeah.
not friendly anymore.
It's
and
kind
that's
of a social horror.
yeah.
We did learn fairly recently through a mysterious source that Casper the Friendly Ghost started off as the ghost of a dead child.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then people didn't like that. They thought about it for a moment. So then he had to be the child of two ghosts.
Yeah, he was a ghost who has never been human.
Yeah.
He was born a ghost, which is its own fucked up.
But
Yeah.
Two ghosts got together.
But then in the live action movie, he's a dead child
He
again.
was a dead child.
Yeah.
He became like a less dead child at some point.
Yeah, so he could like
Okay.
dance with the main character.
With Christina Ricci.
Christina Ricci, yeah. And I would do the same.
If I was a dead
If
child,
I was dead,
I'd work my ass off
Fuck it, yeah.
to be less dead so I could dance with Christina Ricci.
Who amongst us?
This is so funny.
He's
coming.
Why has he got little pants?
He's
Sorry,
wearing like
shirt.
a shirt. Well, I was thinking maybe he could be wearing one of those shirts that's like, if you don't talk to me unless you're ready to get fucking killed.
That's one that they should start selling at like the souvenir shops. Don't talk to me unless you're ready to get fucking killed.
Oh my god. That just reminds me of the time that Jacob and I went to a county fair upstate New York, and like everyone had a shirt that was like I'm a bitch and you gotta deal with it. And it's like, why are you coming with this energy?
It's like we're just at a fair.
Like this isn't even like funny.
Yeah, at least it's a fair. That's the sort of thing you wear to, I don't know, the beach. To a boardwalk.
But it was also wild because it was like literally 50% of the people at the fair were wearing a shirt that was aggro as hell.
Oh yeah,
This is so much.
This
Yeah.
is really.
They ran out of room.
It's invoking when there were character limits on Twitter.
Oh yeah, the first 3 lines is the first tweet, and then there's the follow up.
I just like the
One of two.
One shirt says 1 of 2, and the second shirt says 2 of 2, and you wear them on default like consecutive days. I just squinted at the drawing, like when you show your parents a meme. It's like,
Yeah.
lean
This
in a
is-
little bit.
I don't know what else to add.
This is incredibly
This is it?
powerful.
What else should be on here?
How does he kill you?
He doesn't. That's the thing.
Screams at you.
He's just really
a ghost
mean.
He's just mean. He's just like a mean ghost.
like
He's not
a-
friendly.
It's a dark comedy.
It's one of those prank movies where it's like they've got sort of a loose narrative, but then it'll cut to like a guy wearing this costume in public, just doing bits, and then you get to see the real people's reactions to just this guy being kind of an asshole around.
I do want the tagline for this movie to be like, and you thought your kids were bad.
That's Jacob.
Jacob's
He
dead.
killed
He
Jake.
fucking killed me.
He screamed in your face, and then you just fell forward, and he walked away like this.
He said, "Ah."
Yeah, I fell. I hit my head so hard. It's bleeding.
Jacob, this feels like you had a nightmare about what our child is going to be like, and you've just drawn it. You're like, my kid's gonna be so bad.
Imagine like
Oh man.
dying by bonking your head on a rock, like on a sidewalk in the suburbs in broad daylight. That's how you dive in like a spelunking accident.
Yeah.
That's so sad.
It is sad, yeah.
That can happen to you. And there's like houses.
I refuse. You're in a neighborhood.
Yeah, you're just like in a neighborhood.
This guy
Like
just
a
also
fence.
lives there.
Abner, that fucking kid's out again. Oh, is it Casper? God, I hate that kid.
Hey, you talking shit about me? Come over here and say that. You ready to get fucking killed?
Yeah, I'll do it on this public sidewalk.
Read
But
the
not
shirt,
on,
pal.
not on private property, though. I don't think you're allowed to do that. But one step outside.
Just starts pooping on your lawn.
Little ghost poops.
See,
Like,
this-
I can't even clean those.
maybe this is the horror, is that if you do talk to him, you die in like a Final Destination-esque way. Like the shirt is a warning. He's not saying he's gonna kill you. He's saying like, if you talk to me, you will be killed in an unrelated accident later.
Yeah. Or like immediately right after.
Or immediately right after in my case. Or maybe I'd been seeing him around the neighborhood and talking to him for several days.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But he's not going to help you.
No, he's not going to help you because he's not friendly.
No.
But but the shirt really, you know, it's like one of those like Genie's Wish sorts of things where like you interpreted the shirt wrong. The shirt is just a pure warning. It's not meant to be mean.
And
Yeah.
how's it like a genie's wish?
Because a genie will often misinterpret the wish intentionally to harm you.
Right.
And that's kind of what is happening here, but in the reverse way. You misinterpret it.
Yeah, he's just going to harm you.
Yeah, but he's not going to harm you. You get harmed if you talk to him.
Right.
So maybe he's actually the
Interesting.
hero. He's unfriendly to save you.
He could just take the shirt off.
But then,
No.
a lot more people would talk to him, and they'd get fucking killed.
Right. The shirt isn't what's causing the
Oh, I
deaths.
misunderstood.
He's cursed. He's cursed. See, you'd be dead because you want to talk to his ass.
I would never talk to another person I've never met before on the street. What the fuck?
If he was
Certainly
a little,
not a
if he was
ghost
little
toddler.
ghost, you
No.
would.
You saw him coming at you like this, you wouldn't be like, whoa.
No,
Oh,
I would
hey.
turn the corner a block earlier.
Cross the street, go to the other sidewalk.
Yeah,
I think I'm ready for that kind of interaction.
Walking
Hell
with
no.
their arms out like this, I'd be like, oh.
If I was
God.
even outside at all, what
Dude,
the
a
hell?
good
the
point.
danger is that if I saw this guy wearing the shirt, I would probably say, "I love your shirt."
So then you would fall for it.
That's what happened. That's
You're
exactly
just
what you
projecting
said
on me.
before you died.
That's
and
what I
this-
said, yeah.
it's moments after you said, whoa, cool shirt.
And then I got hit in the head by a meteor.
I hate when that happens.
Oh my god.
Okay, this is a good
Yeah.
movie. I would watch.
I'm done. It's got twists and turns. I think
Yeah.
that's
Yeah, this is the sort of movie that we would watch and we'd be
Yeah.
like, that was actually kind of good.
Yeah. Why was that good actually?
Camp.
Okay, who's next? Karina,
It's me.
get on in.
Karina,
It's me.
I'm excited to see what you do.
What are you doing?
I gotta do a classic little guy.
Yeah, because you know your dad's watching.
Yeah.
Because it's his suggestion.
Yeah.
Hey, real question, Karina.
What?
Do you think your dad liked my segment?
You skipped ahead.
You know, I don't know your dad. Like, I don't know if he is. Do you think it's something he would enjoy, or is it like a little too
That too silly.
too silly?
You know, it's hard to tell because sometimes he'll be like, yeah, I liked that one. And I'm like, even my section? And be like, yeah.
So he could like any or none
Yeah.
of these
It's
segments.
really unclear. I also don't think he watches the entire episodes.
No, I mean, who in this economy?
Who's got the time?
Who's got the time?
Unless it's on your second monitor, you're not getting through it.
And at 2x speed for some reason,
Yeah.
2x speed minimum.
which is insane to me. Watching anything at 2x speed,
I watch.
it gives me a headache.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all.
Yeah.
Okay.
When I watch back our episodes, if I do, I watch them at 1.5
That's fair.
because I already lived it.
That's true.
And
you
so
have
I
an
don't-
excuse.
But I don't do that with anything else. Only if I watch Drawfee episodes back again.
I feel like, not to sound like a boomer,
Mhm.
but sometimes you gotta let things be the pace that they were intended to be.
So true.
You gotta let your life go at the normal pace. Hey, Karina, I'm seeing a spooky duck.
We gotta do Donald Duck.
Is this a
Donald!
Mighty Duck?
Donald?
He plays hockey now?
No. Why would he do that?
'Cause
What
he
are
looks-
you talking
He
about?
looks like a Mighty Duck.
He's Donald.
Not to show off, but Jacob and I saw Donald on ice.
Oh,
months
yeah?
ago.
Was
We
he
did
hot?
when we saw Disney on Ice.
Yeah, was he hot? On
I
the
mean-
ice? Did he melt the ice with his hotness?
Smash or pass?
Mm,
He didn't really do a lot. Here's the thing: he got upstaged by Mickey, who was
He
a
didn't
DJ.
do a lot.
yeah. Mickey was really showboating.
He was a
Interesting.
DJ. He came down on a
A
Big
DJ.
pillar.
Yeah.
Bleh.
DJ Mickey.
Whoa.
And then it turned out that the DJ booth had time travel powers.
Oh, yeah.
and
that'll
anytime
happen.
someone tried to DJ on it, they got sent into another Disney universe.
I've heard about those.
Yeah.
That's sounds stressful.
It was an isekai DJ
Yeah.
booth.
Imagine just going to like do your DJ set and you get fucking isekai to like Frozen.
That's
Elsa
what
was there,
happened.
yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
happened to us.
And Moana was there, and Raya, the dragon.
Nope, that's not a Disney movie.
The Last Wish.
I think it's called Enchanted or some shit.
The Last Wish was there.
It's not called The Last Wish.
Enchanted
I
is
think
a
it's
different
I
movie.
think it's called Wish.
It's just called Wish.
I think it's
What
just
the hell?
called Wish. Nobody saw it, so no one knows.
That's why. Well, then you could have just said I was correct, couldn't you?
I'm not going to lie in front of our viewers and Nathan.
You can lie in front of me.
I'll lie in front of Karina. We lie to each other all the time.
Yeah, that's true.
So Donald Duck.
Yeah, but like a horror Donald Duck. It's a Donald Duck that wants to kill you.
So he is the villain
Yeah.
in this horror. Okay, yeah.
That's
good.
how these horror movies work. I'm taking a classical approach, by which I mean I'm putting no brain power into it.
Love it.
And I'm just going to draw Donald looking scary.
Yes.
If you
That's
put,
what people want.
If you put brain power into it, you're already not doing the horror movie
Exactly.
trope. So
Those guys don't think about it. Why should I?
yeah, exactly. You just gotta make like Winnie the Pooh a 7-foot tall man,
Yeah.
and then have him kind of splattered in blood.
Just make
Yeah,
them all
that's
into
it.
Freddy Fazbear.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Freddy
just-
Fazbear that bear.
Donald Duck is a duck.
What?
Freddy Fazduck. Whatever
Freddy-
you need it to be.
Freddy Fazduck.
Is he like a vampire?
No, he just has scary teeth because that's what scary things have.
That's so true.
love that,
You're so
yes.
right.
To be fair, if a duck, there's
They
all those
have
images
teeth.
going around with like
They got-
goose teeth.
Yeah.
That's freaking spooky as hell.
Yeah, I should look at some geese teeth.
Yeah, geese are already scary. They're like the scary version of a duck.
Yeah.
So if this was like Gonald Goose,
Donald Goose.
then that's like
That's
scary.
what you'll be. You'll be Gonald.
We're gonna be Gonald when this goose gets done with
Oh,
you.
these are so sick. I forget what they look like.
Gonald.
Little dinosaur teeth.
My goose.
And yeah, and they always have their little tongues out.
Yeah.
Like they're going blah, 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 blah. But they're not doing that.
Yeah, instead they're going like...
And the tongue have teeth on it too.
Yeah.
Tooth tongue,
Tooth tongue.
That's what I'm seeing on Google Images.
Goose skull.
Goose Skull images. Gonald Goose Skull. Is this movie, does it have like Mickey in it? Or like the others? Or is it just like a
only if they're in
Donald?
the public domain.
Well,
Maybe there's
That's a good point.
cheeky references to them, but
Steamboat
Yeah.
Mickey is.
yeah.
But only that one.
It'll be like how Venom is a Spider-Man character, but the Venom movies don't have Spider-Man.
Yeah, they'll always be like talking about Mickey, but he's not in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe okay, here's my like absolute schlock movie pitch.
Okay.
Okay.
I can do it too, you know.
Yeah.
So cuz Donald Duck is a sailor.
Mhm.
And so I bet this is one of those ones where it's like he used to be a man, but he like got mutated into a duck.
Yeah.
And he's a sailor, and now he's pissed off, so he's gonna kill you.
That makes a lot of sense to me. Because shit happens out there.
Yeah, shit
the
happens
ocean.
at sea.
Yeah, stuff you can't even know about unless you're out there.
The ocean is a great horror setting.
Yeah, because it's big.
It's so big.
It's big, it's vast,
It's deep.
it's
Yeah.
deep,
mysterious.
also it's wild,
Keep going.
it's isolated from the rest of the world when you're out there. You're like on your own.
And you know what sailors always love to do?
Make shit up.
That, yes. But what they always love to do in horror stuff is mess with forces better left
Yeah,
undisturbed.
that's true
Yeah.
too.
So they always like to find an artifact that summons a great evil upon them.
Yeah.
But they refuse to get rid of it because they want to sell it.
This one's just they find a statue of like a little duck.
Yeah. Exactly. And it like bestows upon them like mystical energies, but also alerts this creature to their position.
Yeah.
I have really good news for Jacob and Jacob alone.
Oh, okay.
This ain't about him.
Donald Duck's birthday is the same as Jacob's.
What?
Whoa!
Yeah.
Yes.
Happy birthday!
Now I know who to wish a happy birthday instead of Jacob. I'm so happy.
Except he was born in 1934.
Old ass.
Yeah, so he has seniority.
Old ass. He was created in 1920, but
But he was born in. He was created before he was born. Just
It's
like
a long gestation period.
the sailor was created before
Yeah,
he
that's
was
what it
reborn
means.
as Donald.
Yo,
Yeah,
yes.
this is a cursed sailor man.
Yeah, so like their sailing ship in like the 30s got cursed by the duck idol, and now in now times, like a group of just just a bunch of arrogant fucks.
They
Some
prob-
arrogant
they probably
treasure
make
hunters
TikToks.
who make
Yep.
content.
Urban explorers.
They're
Yeah.
going to explore the legend of the duck idol, and they're gonna get freaking Donalded.
Absolutely
You're gonna
wrecked.
get Donald ducked up.
They're
That's
gonna-
the
They're
tagline.
gonna get Gonald.
Who's Donald? This is Donald.
They're gonna be Gonald.
But they're gonna be Donald.
after Donald is done with them.
I mean, on his list of dislikes, Troublesome Kids is on there.
Oh, sure.
Shit.
Well, Donald Duck is notoriously short-tempered.
Yeah, it does say Donald's most dominant trait is his short temper, which is predominantly expressed through explosive tantrums and fits of quacking and
I
squawking.
thought you were gonna say explosive diarrhea.
Explosive diarrhea.
On the high seas, it's more likely than you think.
On the poop deck?
Where do you think they got that name from?
Donald.
It's from all the diarrhea people have at sea.
'Cause when they get too mad
Yeah.
at
Mu-
the ocean.
Much of Donald's anger stems from his exceptionally bad luck through his misfortunes are often the karmic result of his own arrogance and greed.
Whoa.
Yep, that's a horror plot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how he turned into a horrible duck man.
It also says he hates losing his hat.
That's his weakness. That's how they defeat him at the end.
they
They
take
like
his
snatch his
hat.
hat off, and there's just like a big weak point.
They have to like Jumanji it.
Exposed brain.
They throw
What
it
did
into
you
the
say?
ocean.
Jumanji.
Jumanji.
They have to Jumanji.
We have to Jumanji it.
Is that how it's pronounced? Why does that sound weird?
It's
Well,
Jumanji.
it's Jumanji.
It is more fun to say Jumanji though.
sorry. I understood what you were saying. I was just surprised.
It's got an A in it for sure.
Yeah.
Jumanji.
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 Say it with your mouth as small as possible. Jumanji.
Robin Williams at the end of the movie when he gets Jumanji. Jumanji.
You were good, Jumanji.
Jumanji.
Then it all falls back into the black hole that is the board game. Karina, this is dope as hell.
Pants.
Yeah, how do you want to navigate that?
Yeah, you've roughed in very humanoid legs. Donald's original design he is more just sort of duck legs and feet.
Yeah, that's a problem.
So
Hmm.
If this were like one of the modern day horror video games, he would just have a massive hog.
Yeah.
They like to do that these
but
days.
I can't draw that.
But you could have it like strategically covered by a wave.
Okay.
Did Duck have the corkscrew,
Oh, do they?
or is that just Swan?
Google duck penis.
I know Swan have corkscrew.
They do.
Oh hell yeah!
It's just a question of like, are you allowed to draw the corkscrew, or is that too much?
I think we can. I think the tasteful wave for the trailer,
I was about to say you could like wear it like a belt.
you don't see it, but then in the movie, wow.
Just has it wrapped around like freaking Greninja.
Karina did so much psychic damage to herself. She like collapsed onto the desk for a second.
I'm fine. I'm normal. Fuck you.
Wear it like a belt. Oh yeah.
The fuck are you? Who cares?
Who cares?
I do like that this article I'm reading on Donald Duck. By the way, when I googled Donald Duck, I googled it as Donald the Duck. I don't know why I did that.
In-
That's
Incorrect.
messed up, yeah.
It does say Donald has described. Sorry, let me read this as written.
Erectile dysfunction?
Donald has described as a problem child by Walt Disney is the sentence.
Oh.
Okay.
He has described as a problem child by Walt
Yeah.
Disney.
Yeah.
He's always doing that.
Yeah.
What do I care what Walt Disney thinks about it?
I don't.
If you have so much to say about it, then be alive to say it.
Yeah.
He has a lot of relatives.
We
He has
all
a
do.
cousin named
that doesn't
Gus
make him
Goose.
special.
Gus Goose?
Oh,
Goose.
Donald Duck. I thought you meant Walt Disney.
Oh, no. Donald.
I was like, okay, and
Gus Goose, whitewater duck.
Oh yeah, how long before the nephews become public domain?
Like Huey, Dewey, Louie,
Yeah,
and Scrooge,
and Scrooge.
The other nephew.
Great Uncle Scrooge, Scrooge.
This is
Oh, he's got an anchor.
Yeah, 'cause he's a sailor. That's what he does.
That's
he was
sick.
in the Navy.
You can sail the 7 seas.
But you will not put your mind at ease.
No, not on
Okay.
this. Not in this movie.
Huey, Dewey, and Louie become public domain on January 1st, 2034.
Oh, that's not so far.
No.
it's
So
our
yeah,
lifetime.
once we start making this series, like they're gonna start showing up
Yeah.
as like his little minions.
Donald verse.
The Donald verse, the Donald horror verse.
Oh, I like it. Okay.
No.
Put a fish there.
Okay.
Put a fish there
There's always a fish.
until the very end. You do get to see his.
He's
dick
still
if you
wearing it
go
like a belt.
to the movie. Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, I like.
It's just
I like that.
unclear. It's just unclear.
You spend most of the movie going, "What is that wrapped around his waist?"
Bad news. It's his corkscrew dick.
Belt.
Belt.
Well, it's not really a belt.
Yeah.
It's not holding up any pants.
Yeah,
no
he's not
pants.
wearing
That's
any.
true.
Why is he wearing a belt if he doesn't have any pants?
Oh no!
Oh no!
It's fish.
And this is
It's a living.
This is a hit new character, Phineas the fish that always covers the front of Donald Duck's.
Voiced by Alan
crotch.
Tudyk for some reason.
Voiced by Alan Tudyk.
Yeah, you got to get
It's
Alan
two
Tudyk
dicks.
in there. Well, that's a secret, a twist at the end of the movie when his second dick is revealed.
Yeah, his second even twistier dick.
It slides out. They cut off the first one thinking they won, and it slides out. And they realize that they were mistaken.
And it's even worse.
The tagline for this one is "It's even more twisted."
Yeah.
Perfect.
This
sucks.
No, I really like
really
it.
scary.
It is
Yeah.
really scary.
The top is really scary and the bottom's really silly. I think that's perfect for a horror movie.
The bottom lures you in, and
It
creates
lures you in.
Well, it creates you see it, and you're like, oh, this isn't going to be so scary. And then Donald comes in and bites your head off with his duck teeth.
Yeah.
Duck teeth.
Woo!
Well,
I like it. I think the render's going to be spooky as heck.
it better be.
We're seeing it right now.
Ah!
Well,
That's so spooky.
Could have been better.
Great job, Karina. Let's get
Wow.
Julia in.
Me. It's me. I kind of have an idea.
which character are you doing?
I'm doing Betty Boop.
Oh,
Betty Boop to me is already scary.
yeah.
She's a bit odd.
Yeah,
she
her-
doesn't. She ain't right.
Her proportions are wild.
Yeah.
She's kind of like fish adjacent.
She is the sexy baby.
Yeah, unfortunately.
The
Her
original
lips
one.
are at the bottom of her face.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're like under her chin.
Yeah, she does not have a chin. Yeah. So how close to the original design are you gonna stay with this?
I feel like we're gonna stick pretty original because she was made in what, the 30s?
Probably. Sounds right.
Might as well.
I'd believe it if you told me that.
I guess if she's entering the public domain soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have to
Yes.
be, right?
Debuted in 1930.
Wow, exactly.
So, enough time has passed where you look at it and you're like, that's kind of creepy on its own, So I'm going to stick to it.
Okay, so
She
is
kinda
this?
looks like a tooth right now.
She kind of does.
She is kind of tooth-like.
Yeah.
The idea of one person who looks like this in a world where everyone else is just like a normal looking person,
Yeah.
that's already, she stands out.
It's body horror.
It is.
It is, yeah.
Oh, is it gonna be like The Substance?
What?
What?
It's
I haven't seen The
It's like The
Substance.
Substance, except it's to make you look like this.
Oh my god. That's literally a chapter of Frank and Fran.
Really?
Yeah, it's about this like one girl who keeps getting like surgeries to look like an anime character because she's in love with this guy who's a fucking like otaku for a specific anime character. So she keeps getting more invasive surgeries to look more and more like an anime character. And then all her hair falls out and she looks like a gray alien.
Cool.
Wow.
Damn.
Yeah.
It just goes to show you, don't try to look like an anime character.
No.
They're not real.
It'll make you very unhealthy and then you'll look like a fucking freak.
A fucking freak.
Donkey.
I always wonder about like Betty Boop. When they designed her originally, like what was their goal? Wow. They like trying to be like, this is gonna make people horny when they see it? Or were they like, what did they want?
Like she's supposed to be kind of like, wow.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know
She's
how
like
it was in the 30s.
Wooga-esque.
I thought she was like commentary on like the younger generation where they were like, they're kind of ditzy.
Does Betty
Yeah, she was a
look like
a caricature of a jazz age flapper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And then she got redesigned in the mid 1930s as a result of something called the Hays Code to appear more demure.
Okay.
She was too wild.
She's not demure enough, damn it.
We love the Hays Code here at Drawfee. Woohoo.
Everyone's getting too horny when they see Betty Boop.
Make her dress longer.
Nothing's getting done in this country.
They're all distracted by Betty Boop.
Does she have earrings but no ears?
Yeah.
Ears aren't sexy.
But earrings are.
Yes.
Well, she is a
thought-
girl, so jewelry.
Yeah, and they're big hoops.
Didn't you famously
Slut.
say that adding ears to Ronald McDonald increased his sex appeal?
Yeah, but this was the 30s.
Oh, that's different.
Yeah.
They weren't ready for.
They weren't
for
enlightened
ears.
like I am.
No, back then it was a no ears.
Yeah. Back then, they were just doing shit. They didn't know what they were doing and why.
That's
they were just
true.
making stuff with no rhyme or reason. They were just excited to be able to make drawings move. They're like, fuck yeah, put a dinosaur on the screen. It'll make my children cry.
That's true, though. It must have been a great time to be like making cartoons because people didn't have like a choice. It was like either they turned on the TV and watched what was there, or they turned off the TV. Those were the two options.
Yeah. Or God forbid, they went to the theater.
God forbid.
Yeah. And it wasn't the shit we have now. They weren't watching any Sakuga or anything.
No.
It was just like Oswald the Rabbit going, wee!
And we're like, I love that shit.
Yeah.
That
We're
was
like,
Sakuga back then.
when Little Nemo go long, that shit was crazy. I left the theater, my knees were shaking.
I want to take like one of those videos of like a room full of dudes reacting to a hype anime moment, but replace the anime moment with Oswald the Rabbit going, woo! And they're all like jumping on the couch like, oh,
He did it!
Julia, this ain't right.
I know. I'm struggling.
Well, it's all. I mean,
Is it
that's
supposed to be right?
That's already, adding to the horror aspect.
It's scary.
Yeah, what's your horror concept?
Yeah.
here?
You're just drawing Betty Boop right now, which is scary.
Yeah, I mean, she's
Don't get me
not.
wrong.
She's not unscary just on her own.
Yeah. So my idea was that it would be like a Pearl-esque. You know,
Burlesque.
A burlesque show.
like a Maxine.
Star! Like that.
Yeah.
But she
That
looks
Pearl.
like this.
Well, I just saw her and thought Pearl, and then I
Okay.
didn't explore beyond that.
Okay.
Fair enough.
So I think like
I can see that.
I'm thinking about it a little bit more. I think
Mhm.
it's going to be like someone who is Pearl, Maxine-esque, who was famous and is old now, and then she can't get any roles because you can't get roles when you're old unless you're Meryl Streep.
Yeah.
They all just go straight to Meryl Streep. It's fucked up.
or Helen Mirren.
She has to kill Meryl Streep.
Oh, it's a horror movie starring Meryl Streep and Helen Mirren, and they're being
Yes.
pursued by Betty Boop.
Yeah, we get all of these A-list celebrities to play themselves in this like
Wait, where were
public
you going?
domain.
Where were you going with it?
So I was picturing that an older actress would she can't get any gigs, so she dons this like Betty Boop mask sort of thing. You know, like a almost plastic surgery, but it has become like Mike Myers-esque.
Oh, it's like when the dudes dress up as the anime girls with like the latex.
yeah.
Faces.
Exactly. You know, she goes to tryouts and stuff, and she auditions for movies, but then she can't get any gigs because she's too old. So then she like goes on a killing spree.
Well, dressed like Betty Boop.
Well, dressed like Betty
Does
Boop.
she do the voice?
Oh yeah,
Oh, but it's
Oh,
like a
perfect.
fucked up version of it.
Yeah.
like the one that I do, where I keep forgetting what she sounds like.
Yeah. Like a haggard version.
Yeah.
Haggard Betty Boop.
Yeah.
Again. That's Lana Del Rey.
We said this earlier before we were
Yeah,
recording.
we had to remind ourselves what Betty
Yeah.
Boop sounded like, and we decided it's Lana Del Rey fused with Harley Quinn.
Lord, when I get to heaven, please let me kill my man.
Still not it somehow.
I
No.
know.
But
Why
I
did
think
you say that.
I think that could
God,
work.
when I get to heaven.
Kind of was getting into some like Tom DeLonge, like Blink 182.
All the small things. Murder.
Celebrities. Murder. Meryl Streep.
I tried to draw an accurate Betty Boop, forgetting that my main art weakness is that I can't draw fucking characters based off of basic ass shapes.
I mean, that
She's
does.
not really a basic shape.
Yeah. I mean, her head kind of is.
Yeah, the rest of her is just shaped like a woman.
Yeah.
Yeah. I am gonna like have it be just like a normal lady so that she's wearing the head.
Normal lady wearing a mask.
Keeling. Meryl Streep.
And Helen Mirren. This is the theme song of the movie. It's really on the nose.
They put a lot of like bass though, and they slow it down for the trailer.
Yeah, it's like orchestral.
Yeah.
It's performed by Simple Plan.
Yeah. It's performed by Cobra Starship.
Hell yeah.
They did so good with Snakes on a Plane. We gotta bring them back.
Bring him back.
Yeah, this is creepy.
Yeah, sure.
I think it's creepy.
Yeah, it's already scary. If you saw this in real life, you would be scared.
Yeah,
Yeah, you got me there.
I would definitely would be. Well, there'd just be no doubt in my mind that this was a person that was about to kill someone.
Yeah.
You don't dress like
I guess
this.
it depends on the location. If I saw them in Times Square, walking on by.
Yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
worried. If I saw them in my hallway
Yeah.
at night, very worried.
Just
I mean,
lock the door.
If I saw them in Times Square, I would cross the street because they would ask
Yeah.
me for like $15 for a photo that they would take
Yeah.
before I could say no.
If I saw them in Union Square, that's a brisk walk.
That's true. Yeah. Absolutely.
Oh, that's how they escape the authorities. They go to Times Square and blend in. And they're like, well,
There's so many freaks here. We can't find her.
This place is a fucking freak show. Is that an idea that any like fucking hack movie producer has done? Times Square mascot horror.
I don't think so.
It's probably because they'd have to film at least partially in Times Square, and that's
Mm.
it. That'd be too much work
Yeah,
or
it's too
expensive.
full of freaks.
That's got to be an issue. Yeah.
Yeah, I bet it is difficult to film there because it's full of freaks.
Yeah.
You have to get all the freaks
Yeah.
out to put in all
You'd
your
have to.
freaks for the movie.
Yeah.
or you just I mean, you could use those freaks, but you'd have to pay them each like $50.
Yeah, for the
That's true.
photos.
Okay. She's gonna have like a hatchet.
She's gonna have a hatchet.
Do you know what movie I want to make?
What?
What movie?
I want to make a anime convention horror movie where everyone gets trapped in the anime convention and
The Javits Center.
they form like they end up forming like different groups, like little parts of the new society that forms trapped in the anime convention. Sort of like the Warriors, they have like little gangs.
So it would be like, in a supernatural sense, they're trapped.
They're trapped for some reason. Maybe
Okay.
supernatural. Maybe you never know
It's
why.
honestly goofier and therefore funnier if it's not supernatural.
The door's just locked. They just can't
There's
get
a lot
out.
of potential there.
Yeah.
Every
I just
time,
like the idea of roving cosplayers, like doing crime on each other.
Every time my friends and I watch like a bad horror movie, we finish it off by saying, we could make that in a week.
Yeah.
We should make a horror movie
In a week.
in a week.
And it would be better than any horror movie you've ever seen.
Yeah, it'd fucking rule.
The best one ever made, maybe.
Instant cult classic, I bet.
And critical classic. And it would do great in theaters and make a lot of money too.
We just aren't doing it. 'cause
And
we don't
maybe
wanna.
win an Oscar.
And if it doesn't, well, it's because we did it on purpose. Because it was a joke.
Yeah.
And you're an idiot for falling for it.
Oh, you thought we were serious?
You idiot.
We got you, unless it does good.
Yeah, in which case we were serious. Because we care about our craft.
Yeah.
Until it fails, and then it was a joke.
Oh, the proportions on this lady.
It's really
She's
good.
Well, it's like a
Strange.
mascot head that's just like on her head.
Yeah, but
Wow.
her arm goes down to her mid shin.
She's like, yeah.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
I like that.
It's good.
She got long arms and scoliosis. Don't be
I wanna
fucking
be, like,
rude.
Hunched.
Yeah.
No, I think it's good.
It's good.
Having some weird proportions is part of horror.
Horror. Yeah, because it's uncanny.
Uncanny.
And which scares our monkey brain.
I see it and I'm like, ooh, 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 ooh. But in
Your
a
heart
scared
starts
way.
beating really fast.
Yeah.
Like Donkey Kong on a go-kart. Monkey brain.
The reviews are in. It makes you feel like Donkey Kong on a go-kart.
I'm always saying this. I like that right now there's just someone in the back like
Vomiting.
Yeah, she's kind of standing like me, like this, like I'm
sort
doing.
of like this.
oh my god, she just like me.
Oh, this is the part of the movie where she's like tied up the victims and put them in the theater and,
and
is
makes
making
them
watch.
watch.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she sings Don't Rain on My Parade.
She sings There's a Tunnel Under Ocean Boulevard by Lana Del Rey. And Taylor Swift is tied up in the audience.
It's so many A-list celebrities for this movie.
Meryl
Blow
Streep's
the
here.
entire budget.
Yeah. We had to do a public domain character because we had no money left after
Yeah.
getting all of these celebs to cameo.
It's just filmed on one of our phones.
Well, they're gonna want to do it like when they see the script.
Yeah.
They're gonna be
Uh-huh.
like, "We'll do it for free."
We'll do it
Yeah,
for free because
that's-
we love the script so
like,
much.
that's pretty funny, sure.
Yeah.
We'll do it for art's sake.
Yeah, just tell them it's art.
Yeah.
Be like, it'll get your art cred up. We're paying you an art cred.
Yeah.
It's not exposure.
Yeah.
You don't need it, Meryl Streep.
Yeah, don't be greedy,
Meryl
Meryl
You already
Streep.
get all the old lady
Helen
roles.
Mirren and Taylor Swift. It's like, I'm not old. Why am I with
Because
Shut up and sit down, Taylor.
She's like Lana Del Rey. And I know you two are
We just
friends, but
skipped
you're also
right
competitors.
past Lana Del Rey. Don't get Lana Del Rey.
Well, no, Lana Del Rey is the killer.
Whoa.
She's just the voice when she sings.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
We have to digitally age up Lana Del Rey and have her play the murderer.
We don't have money.
They're going to do it for free when they read the script.
The
No.
VFX artist.
We use one of those like TikTok old age filters so that it lags a little behind.
Yeah, it keeps turning off.
Yeah.
flicks
Yeah.
around, clips to her nose for some reason.
And sometimes we forget to turn it off when she has the Betty Boop mask on. So,
So it's aging the mask.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, this is nothing.
She's so odd.
Yeah. I'll fix it in post.
She is strange and off-putting.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
a gal.
That's
That would have been the tagline of Betty Boop in 1930.
She is strange and off-putting.
good.
She is Betty Boop.
I'm excited to see how close we are to what they actually end up
Yeah,
doing with
because these are gonna
characters.
happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're all gonna happen.
It's literally just a given.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
No new IP ever again in
Yeah.
the world.
And when it does happen, come back here and see how close we are.
Yep.
Because we're geniuses.
I
Well-
think Julia's is the most likely to happen, followed by Karina's, and mine is definitely not happening.
Or just Casper the Friendly Ghost is a little shit.
Yeah.
The friendly ghost is cursed, and the curse murders people, and he just separately from that is an asshole.
I don't think they're gonna do that
Yeah.
one.
But I bet sometime Casper the unfriendly ghost,
Yeah, that's gonna
something.
happen. That's gonna
that's
happen.
something.
Yeah.
I believe it.
Oh boy. Well, thanks to Karina's dad.
Yeah.
for the suggestion.
Thanks, Dad, for this one thing. If you're even watching this
If
part,
you made it to this.
If you even
This
care,
part,
if you
yeah.
even liked my segment,
yeah.
If you're Karina's dad, leave a comment of which segment you like the best.
Yeah, and if you're not my dad, don't comment. So if you are my dad, like, you better attach proof when you comment.
yeah, we don't
Or
want
else
to
I'll
hear
know.
from anyone who's not Karina's
Yeah,
dad
not
on
for this one.
Yeah.
On our other videos, please comment if you're not Karina's dad.
Yeah.
The engagement's really good. But just we're trying something with this one where only Karina's dad can comment.
Yeah. And I know
Yeah.
you guys will do it.
Yeah,
And if you guys want to get in on the discussion because you like miss the comments, you can support us on Patreon. And
Yeah.
we'll see it in the Discord.
If you want to comment on this episode, you have to support us on Patreon.
Yeah, and then go to our Discord. And then
You-
go to recent episode discussion.
you can also, if you have to comment, say hi to Karina's dad in the
Okay.
comments.
Yeah.
I like
Okay,
that. I like
okay,
that because
okay.
it also
That's a good
specifies
And
comment.
say
that they're not
something,
her dad.
yeah, and say something nice about him, please.
Yeah.
We also stream on Twitch.
Karina's dad watches that sometimes too.
That's true. Maybe.
Shaking her
Maybe
head.
not.
Little bits of it.
But he might.
He might.
If you show up.
Yeah, if you're there, you could be sharing the same viewing experience as
Yeah,
Karina's
the same.
dad.
When you look up at the night
Up
sky,
at the
you're
same
looking at
night
the
sky.
same moon that my dad is watching instead of watching us on Twitch or going to our merch store.
Well, he watches like compilation videos, and
Yeah.
those include clips from Twitch. So
Getting a lot of lore about my dad in this outro.
yeah,
It's important stuff. I think people need to know this.
Yeah.
And if you wear our merch, then if Karina's dad sees you on the street, he might say, "Hey, that's my daughter's channel."
No, he already told me that if someone recognized like his Drawfee merch, he would lie.
Okay, well,
say I don't know what this is. I got this from
found this.
Goodwill.
Amazing.
So you never know.
Wow.
Okay.
that's it.
That's
That
it.
was scary.
That's the episode.
Oh my
Hope you're not
God.
too scared. We're sorry.
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 Sorry.